for the Harith.
Yep.
Usually, though, the Lunox should provide Alice difficulty in lane once they both hit level 4, even with the ultimate of the Alice of the Lunox should be able to win against that.
Now, most likely, we look at the Alice, man. Oh my goodness, no magic gold laners today, ladies and gents.
Difficult thing is if they go ahead and pick up Harith now, the Moskov should be the answer, or the Claude for RSGPH. If they go Harith, they're showing their hand. They're going to be aggressive and they're going to be annoying. And Magic is his life and he goes for it. So this has to be a Moskov or a Claude, and then just pair it up with an Aurora or a Vexana.
Yeah, Moskov and Claude is the pick to go for here. Aurora, definitely the safest option, but if you want to go a little bit more aggressive, maybe you can go for Lilia. And again, try to maximize on the implosion. That can be done by Light here. AoE damage is always great, and sustained damage of the Lilia can do wonders in a prolonged team fight, in a really long team fight.
And that's true, and that means that under the field of the Zaman Force, the Harith will have to avoid the glooms of the ground, the shadow energy that's been brought down on the ground.
Moskov.
But yeah, they do go for the Moskov route.
Very Kusei hero.
Yeah. Okay. So, Eve, the idea of they want to fight under the field, Fnatic Onic Philippines. So, I think a really crazy roamer pickup should annoy that. A Grok for Brusco, or if you want to give that movement speed to get them out, go ahead pick up that high. Ooh. I was thinking high loss.
High loss. You're thinking about high loss move speed to get out of the box.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But Raphael might be rough.
That was something that was done by Aurora, I believe.
Yeah.
Renegade picked up the insta-lock Rafaela. But Hylos sounds great.
Oh, that's better.
And Gatot flies out. So I guess it's better.
Yeah. This is going to be tough. The Eve pickup. It's going to be tough. The Eve really looked like an answer for the Harith, the Faramis, the Gatot Kacha just looked instantly like an answer for the Eve.
Yeah. The only main problem I'm seeing for the lineup of RSG is their burst damage is almost non-existent up until the point where Irad can do insta-kills with Shadow Kill, or Kusei can mow down people, and again, that's like that's there's no one big boom boom here for RSG.
Now we have to look at the first 4 levels here, or to be specific, the first 3 levels, how they're going to invade and pressure the map with the Khalid and the Hayabusa.
Let's ask and see if the invades are going to happen. Leo and Ingan are bringing us the story here in the Land of Dawn.
And the story can only be as epic as the battles. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Game 1. In a best of 3, RSG looking to end the streak. Fnatic Onic looking to make history. Leo and Jose Ingan here at your service. Rockhouse looking for that boom boom.
Big boom boom.
I think we're forgetting how much burst a Khalid has.
Especially in the first 5 minutes.
That's the only real source of boom boom. So if Nibor doesn't get to do Nibor things, forget about it.
Yeah, again, majority of the bulk of the work of Khalid is really the first 5 minutes. It's to really, distract the jungling pattern of the opposing team, and at the same time get the kill as much as possible. So a lot of pressure coming in from the 16-year-old Nibor to deliver that for the Raiders.
And so far, you see how far pushed in Kirk is down bottom. So that's what the XP lane matchup looks like. In mid, you can see that, yeah, Aqua's going to have some trouble. He's already at half health, and he's struggling to clear the waves. Look at that. Aqua's delivering it. I'm looking at the mini-map, and the action is slowly moving up top. This is not good for the gold laners.
Yeah, and even Fnatic Onic is the aggressors right now with the 4-man rotation up top. You'd expect Nibor to be doing something right now, along with Light, especially invading the jungle as much as possible. But still, you have to respect the macro capabilities of Fnatic Onic. We've been saying this yesterday, that Fnatic Onic is a team known for extending their lead despite no clashes ensuing. But King Kong with a fracture there onto Light. Another almost kill for the jungler of Fnatic.
He threw out the retribution. He was so convinced that maybe he could take down Light. Now Kirk in trouble.
Wiggy shadow kill, Kirk. Oh, that's the first blood kill the Raiders are looking for. A crucial take for Irad. This is going to be a jungling battle between King Kong and Irad, and so far, 1 notch to Irad.
That's right. Light didn't even need to use his flicker. He just got away with sheer chunkiness, and that does definitely put RSG up by about 300 gold at 2 minutes. They are taking their time, slowly rotating to the turtle, already spawned lower quarter. And look at this. Look at this. A good 1/4 of the community believe in RSG.
20%.
They are such underdogs in this matchup.
Man, I mean, even 10%, even just 10% is what all the Raiders needs to bounce back from Fnatic Onic. They're hungry, or they're really wanting, but look at this, Nibor. This is where the Khalid really shines, trying to invade with the Raging Sandstorm there, but Fnatic Onyx making sure Light goes in with the implosion, but Super Prince answers right back with Netherrealm. Here comes Brusco with the AOG. King Kong, though, he still has the fracture. Shadow Stampede for Super Prince. Light is going to fall down, as well as Nibor. And Fnatic, just like that, they now have the lead.
There wasn't much of a front line for RSG to allow Aqua to swipe away. And at 2.5 minutes, I don't think there's enough damage on the RWM or even along Nibor and Irad alone to threaten FNAP. FNAP just ran right through that setup.
Yeah, honestly, they could have the damage, but the problem is Super Prince happened. Once again, with the clutch Netherrealm.
That's right.
As soon as the Sonics are, down and out, Super Prince is just going to make them reset.
With the Faramis pick, he's got 11 unique picks already, tied with a few. Idol na mga kids. Came high time that Super Friends got a cool nickname too. Well, we're working on it. We're working on it. If that fight happened, like, let's say, 10, 12 minutes in, maybe they could have bursted through the Netherrealm.
Yeah, agree.
But not now.
I'm going to call Super Friends super versatile once he also picks the Nana.
All right.
That's for me.
So we're getting there. There's one hero that Prince has that few doesn't, because they're tied at 11 now.
Yeah.
So let's see. Again, there's one more week left after today. Bittersweet as it is. The regular season is about to come to an end. Fnatic Onic up by about 1,000 now. 4 minutes in. A minute till the turtle spawns upper quarter. Goldblade's been mum, man. Like, nobody really doing much.
No one cares. I mean, even the rotation of RSG, as much as possible, they want to rotate to the XP lane and activate Nibor as much as possible before the mid-game reaches, because they really have to activate the Khalid. And
I think the story here is the gold standard Kelra just doing good things. He's up by like 300 with nothing happening.
Yeah, well, exactly. That's the point Naisu was really mentioning yesterday, that macro gameplay of Fnatic Onic. They had the game up against Blacklist wherein there was no kills. It was a very, very slow game even until the mid-game. But the problem was Fnatic Onic's lead was ballooning up, even without kills.
If all is at equilibrium and the map is at deadlock, the better players come out on top.
Yeah, Fnatic.
So far, Fnatic Onic have been fantastic at it. Look at this. Nibor 2v1, down to about 1/3 of his health. And here's, I think, what RSG should be doing. I don't think it's a matter of RSG rotating to Nibor. It's Nibor who should be going around.
Yeah, and he can do that, actually. Just look at that. Quick sand guard to regen his health. Really soaking up the damage, being the sandbag for RSG, enabling Light to have potential setups in case, though. But Fnatic Onic working on the turtle right now as King Kong picks it up. Here's the Shadow Stampede coming in from Super Friends, and now the weedy Shadow Kill from Ira. They have to walk away, but AOG coming in from Brusco. I think Fnatic wants to go in and extend their lead. They're going to go on to Nibor with the Raging Sandstorm. Here comes the RWM, and Nibor's going to fall down. Spear of Destruction will hit, but will it be casted, though? One casualty for the Raiders.
Jose, I think they really should work on the timing. Now I remember, in that first engagement, inside Fnatic Onic's jungle, Nibor pulls the trigger too soon on the Raging Sandstorm.
Yeah.
Here, he cast it like 2 seconds too early from the RWM.
Yeah.
So he had a good chunk of nothing. Close to nothing. I mean, maybe there was 1 or 2 there, but there wasn't much of follow-up.
Yeah.
And that's what RSG lives and dies on. Whoa! Kusei, almost!
The instincts of King Kong was there, almost. But again, going back to your point, I do agree. Ideally, you'd want to cast the Raging Sandstorm to force out the Netherrealm and follow up coming in from Light, or wait for the Netherrealm to be casted so you can just burst down that Netherrealm with Nibor's kit.
I don't know, is it just me, or am I nitpicking? Am I looking for too much? Am I impatient? Because they seem disjointed.
Yeah.
It's like the RWM and the Quicksand Guard are doing 2 different things.
Yeah, you just really have to let the Raiders cook. Maybe when it comes to the Lord, their skills will come in sync, will come in handy for a good team fight. We'll never know, but it's going to be hard, though, because Fnatic Onic's lead, again, is ballooning up. It's up until 4K, 3.5K right now. And they're looking to extend it by going deep in the jungle of RSG.
Oh, they even went deep in the turrets. In case y'all aren't paying attention, holy cannoli, ay apple, they pushed top and bottom. Like, we were just talking about how these engagements aren't really doing much. Like, there was a false engage up top, the punish onto Light possibly, rather on Brusco.
Whoa!
And then, whoa!
Okay. Irad though, going in with the Wiki Shadow Kill. Almost got caught up there with the Shadow Stampede. Nibor, well, he cast the Raging Sandstorm, but look at King Kong with the patience! The jungle versus jungle matchup so far heavily favors King Kong with a clutch fracture.
This is a full-on Wrath of 2 turrets worth of gold. It's ballooning out of control. 4,000 now as King Kong takes the final turtle, and he's not done. He's gonna take Irad's orange.
Oh, and flexing the recalls.
All this while, Irad doesn't even respawn yet.
That was fast. Talk about fast. Brusco goes in with an AOG! And as soon as Irad spawns, there was already one casualty right away for the side of the Raiders.
Is Fnatic Onic rushing this? Are they trying to challenge themselves now? It looks like every single bit of a mistake RSG shows, Fnatic Onic has to punish.
Yeah. And that's the main difference that sets apart Fnatic Onic from Falcons AB Brand. I believe Coach Ducky was the one who said that in terms of mistakes, Falcons AB Brand are prone to making more mistakes, unlike Fnatic Onic, just they're really the ones punishing their opposing teams. But look at this, Irad goes in with a Wiki Shadow Kill. Even Killer at this point cannot sustain the damage and dish out the damage for himself.
Irad's life, his whole career just flashed before his eyes. He almost fell there, like one more Synchro Vision dash basic attack, it's over. Threw back to his days in Indonesia. 8.5 minutes in, and there's a Lord spawning upper corner. I can't even consider, Ian, how RSG can contest. Like 6,000 in 8 minutes? Like, let's check where the gold is, all right? A majority of it, 2,000 almost on Kelra between between Kelra and Kusei.
Yeah.
All right? Another close to 3,000 between King Kong and Irad. Those are your cores.
Huge
son.
gap. And even the what do you call this? The level gap for King Kong and Irad, that's 5.
No way.
5 in 9 minutes, and now Brusca goes in. Even Brusca's not afraid to go up against 5 members. This is a roamer that has one of the least deaths this season, 3rd to be exact in terms of ranking, and still not afraid. Because no one's going to burst down Gatot Kacha.
And to be honest, I thought it would have been used to hunt down Aqua.
Yeah.
It doesn't do that. It does worse than that. It disperses all of RSG. And RSG's lineup, their draft, needs to be layered. They need to be in a specific place and time in a team fight to make it work.
That's a huge point.
And then Brusco's threat of activation. Just the mere shadow of an AOG scrambles RSG.
Basically, Nibor's job, Brusco's doing it better. As much as possible, Brusco doesn't even need the AOG to connect. Just to scatter the remaining members of the Raiders is more than enough.
Even better. Even better. He's doing Nibor's job better,
Yeah.
and denying Light from doing his.
Exactly.
You can't even get a good implosion. And the last good implosion I remember was from the first turtle.
First 2 minutes, yeah. And now Fnatic Onic. They still have to respect, though,
Whoa.
the capabilities. But look at this. Nibor just soaking up the damage. It's too much. Killer
He's
goes
so
in with his
soft!
Avalanche Force. And now this is the problem, because you used up the Raging Sandstorm defensively, even inside your inhibitor turret before the Lord. And that cooldown is like 46 seconds. Oh no.
Nothing. They're gonna have to brute force this defense. And it's tough because they're gonna use the RWM. Here comes the AOG!
There was shutdown though from Irad to King Kong. AOG coming in from Brusco as they burst down inhibitor turret. Now gonna work on the middle lane turret here. But that was a crucial kill. Off-camp kill for Irad.
I don't know what came faster. That jump in by FNOP or the kill on King Kong? Where did that come from?
I didn't even notice it. I just saw the notification. Irad got a shutdown onto King Kong.
Oh, was it around Ye? Where's the body? Where's the corpse?
The orange buff of RSG.
Down there?
Yes. I literally didn't know what happened.
Where is it? Oh, there it is. Down. He was in the turret.
Yeah, that was too much.
All right. King Kong may have tried to use the gauge a little too liberally.
Yeah. But he didn't notice the wall was thick.
Yeah, maybe it took one or
Too
two
thick.
turret hits too many.
Yeah. But these are the mistakes that Fnatic Onic can afford.
Oh, yeah.
Just like yesterday, they can basically do anything, and the lead would be their gold lead would be unbothered. But again, RSG are known to break streaks. Although they don't have Nats, it's still instilled in their DNA. As the streak enters, they still have to watch out for the Hail Mary plays that Light could throw with the Flicker Implosion in place, so Fnatic Onic still needs to play this safe.
Talking about Nats, he just made it into the playoffs of the most recent NACT season with his new team Cloud9. Now, here we go, underneath the turret, RWM answered by a Zaman Force.
One more hit on Aqua. Will they go for it though? Irad forces to use the OBE Shadow Kill as the rest of the members of the Sonics working on bringing down more inhibitor turrets.
But I tell you, Jose, brute force defense, and they're still going!
Oh, look at Brusco. Really unbothered. Even down to the turret, he's not afraid. And look at, speaking of not afraid, Keller dashes in with a Savage Force.
Shades of his old form, the Filipino Savage cutting through the fence.
Wow, Keller, the gold standard, unafraid. A good catch there coming in from Kirk with the Earth Shatter. And here comes the tankiest heroes for both teams as Keller goes in, leading the charge. AOG coming in from backline. Nimber's gonna fall down. A double kill for the gold standard. Brusco as well, but they don't have minions yet as their lead balloons up to 10.5k.
All right, in the absence of Brusco, I think they definitely need these waves. And they're gonna have to be a little more patient. All right, top, mid, and bottom. Huge waves coming in. Can they do this?
Oh, Kosei pops his Spear of Destruction, but Fnatic Onic, in a very fast fashion, takes game one.
As soon as you mentioned the 5-level gap between King Kong and Irad, RSG were just delaying the inevitable.
Just wow. The flawless playstyle of Fnatic Onic, even down to the draft. I've been